brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Throwing is Cousins. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, a nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
In motion, Patterson. Now Carr throwing on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watts. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is Langford on 1st and 10. Finding some room at midfield. Jeremy Langford. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jeremy Langford, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, Any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They run the counter now on first down. Got some room at the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Cousins now on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 3rd down, that's Waters. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right at the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aldon Smith. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. They juked him. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Card out a throw, buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Carr. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A run from the pistol with Langford. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Back to the running game, Langford. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will story. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First down. Here's Cousins. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Cousins again. And a quick throw here that's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On second down, Anderson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They run the counter now on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And now here's a carry heading left. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And he motions the wide receiver. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 44 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Being chased out left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. In motion, Patterson. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A handoff as they run the counter play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. As they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On play action, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it third down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the INT, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They go play action. Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd down following the incompletion. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Mario Edwards in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Cousins to throw. And that's a touchdown late in this affair. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Carr going to look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Jeremy Langford. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's Langford. And, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. The Chiefs have taken the late lead in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 28. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? The answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Denver, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a tough one.